Hi, this is Andrew Busch for your Busch Update video review at the end of the week. I'm standing outside the White House. It's been a crazy week. A number of things that have happened that have been very positive for stocks overall. We had some great numbers out of China that really helped things along. Then we had the crazy ECB meeting where they said things are just going glowingly, so much so that there was really no need for them to do additional work. And they took kind of off the table the possibility of doing additional easing, which somewhat surprised me, that the fact that stocks held up as much as they did. And of course, by the end of the week, we found out two other things. Number one, that the Japanese were going to massively increase the amount of fiscal stimulus they had. And then also, we had massive inflows into stock funds at probably the highest level, I believe, in about 6 years. All of this led to a pretty decent week for stocks. Obviously, the US dollar was beat up against the euro specifically because of the comments from the ECB, but also what he said specifically on the currency, that they didn't have a target. And that really, coupled with what was going on in Japan, that made euro yen go up, that made euro Swiss go up, that made euro just about everything go up. So at this point, that's where we sit, at the crossroads of a lot of enthusiasm for equities and somewhat skepticism towards the US dollar. Now, for next week, we're going to get Chinese GDP data. We're also going to get Australian unemployment data, and we'll get bank earnings. And I wrote last week about bank earnings. We also had Wells Fargo on Friday come out with somewhat disappointing numbers, but I think what's going to happen this week is we'll get a much bigger focus back on U.S. bank earnings, because we get a number of them releasing in the coming weeks. So what I anticipate is some pullback from this wonderful optimism that we've had in the financial markets and certainly towards equities over the last couple of weeks. I just can't see this continuing until we start to see earnings and guidance support what the market is anticipating. And that's it for me, Andy Busch, for the Busch Update. This is your video blog. Thanks very much.